Yeah, just reading some of these new signings in by some of the clubs, the ones that we've got. From Pirates, we've got David Brooke from Para Hills West as a keeper. Damien Poinbroke from Adelaide Hills. Now, he was great last season, so that's a good pickup. And also Christian Sloniak from Croydon, both defenders, so they're obviously bolstering their back line. South Adelaide's have their new signings are Simon Mechis from Adelaide Uni, Dylan Torr from Interstate, he's a striker. They've actually signed up 3 new strikers. Luke Webb from overseas, and Jonathan Cook from he was with Galaxy in 2006. So,
very handy.
And also Adam Wilkinson from Northern Demons. So you know, they're obviously going all out for attack. As you said, Alex, South Adelaide very, very strong. Be interesting to see how they go this year. And then Justin Freshy and Mark Cade, both goalkeepers, one from Galaxy, the other from Southern Knights. So interesting to see how they will blend in with the team that they've already got. The Comets' new signings are Ryan Mitchell from the Demons, a striker, another striker midfielder, Dimi Matsuliadis from Croydon Kings, Jordan Leshuk, a striker from Blue Eagles, and Emmanuel Vella from Marconi in New South Wales. So obviously going for big guns there. Mohamed Kone, the midfielder from Toros, had a great season last year. And Stevie Johnson, the defender from Salisbury. So a nice mixture there for Comets. And then for Adelaide Cobras, the players in is Ernie Icalario from Campbelltown, a defender, Alex Jackson, a striker, Darren Turner, another defender from Galaxy, Michael Margaritas and James Margaritas, both midfielders. So yeah, from the clubs that have given me the information, will be very, very interesting to see how they do go. What I am interested in seeing is let's look at the round 1 fixtures for the Premier League, and let's have a look what that's presenting us with. We've got the first game, South Adelaide Panthers versus Adelaide Comets. Now, that was supposed to be at Santos, but due to the athletics still being run there, that's been swapped to O'Sullivan's Beach. Then we've got Noarlunga taking on Adelaide Olympic at Noarlunga. Adelaide Hills are taking on the Pirates at Woodside. Cumberland are up against the Cobras at Clarence Park. They're all 3 p.m. matches. Now, there is a new time of 3 p.m. this year, not 2:45, so be aware of that. And the night game, Enfield City and Western Strikers, that was the last game that was played in round 18 last year at 7 p.m. at night at Rushworth Reserve. So first up, that's going to be a big game for Western Strikers, well actually for both of them.
Yeah, look, going back to our predictions for the Premier League, I haven't seen Enfield or Port Lion for quite a while, obviously, having been playing in the State League. But talking about the players' ends, for Comets, one person you didn't mention out was Ryan Moore, who's had a great career in South Australia prior to going to Queensland. Played for Metro Stars. Yeah, played for Metro Stars.
Sorry, Ryan.
Having played against him since I was 10 years old, I know that he's a quality player on the ball, and I think he will add a lot of value to that team. And Stevie Johnson, who has never played at any other club other than Salisbury United before, so for him a big change. At least they're still blue, so he'll pass to the right team hopefully. But Stevie, good luck for this season. I know it's going to be hard for you, but if you're watching, of course. Yeah, that for me is a big plus. He adds a lot of experience to the defence there for Comets, which was already an experienced defence anyway. But yeah, Stevie, first club he's ever played for. I think he's played at Salisbury United since he was probably 5 years old. So.
Well, I know that in no uncertain terms, Doug Patterson is going all out this season, and I know that they will be doing their darndest to be promoted up through to the Super League. So we wish all teams all the best in this first round. We're going to have another break and have a word from some of our other sponsors, and when we come back we're going to look at the State League, the teams that are in and the fixtures. So stick with us because you're watching Full On Football.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Full On Football, and we're now going to be looking at the State League. So what are you laughing about? You're enjoying yourself so much here tonight, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're in the hot seat, you know.
I've got to through those papers.
Yeah, there's a lot of papers to shuffle through, let me tell you. Hot seat,
yes.
How are you enjoying it?
That's not too bad, but I just seen the advert just then. I thought I can ask Andy Reimer for you tomorrow night at training how they do keep the prices so low.
Okay. That would be fantastic if you could do that. It'd be great. And, you know, Joe, he knows quite a bit, so let's see what he can do for us. Okay, let's have a look at the State League teams that are involved this year in the 2008 State League competition. And, of course, both you young men here, and I like to call you young men because you're probably both younger than I am, are involved in this. So let's have a look. We've got Gawler, who play at Carbeathan Reserve at Evanston Gardens, and then we've got NAB down at Athelston Reserve at Athelston, and then we have Northern Demons, who were relegated from the Premier League at Burn Park, Port Pirie. First time this year we've got two Port Pirie sides together. Now that's the hot seat. Two Port Pirie sides together, that's going to be fantastic for Port Pirie. Then we've got Playford City Patriots celebrating their 50 years this year, so terrific stuff. They were relegated, unfortunately, from the Premier League, so they play at their usual home ground, Ramsey Park at Elizabeth West. As I said, the other Port Pirie side, Port Pirie City at Savoy Park, Port Pirie. The new side, SA Sports Institute, or SASI as we call them, at Santos Stadium, Mile End. Salisbury United at Steve Jarvis Park at Salisbury North. Seaford Rangers down at Kooringal Reserve at Port Noarlunga. Another new side which we talked about tonight with Alex, and that's West Adelaide Blues, sharing Thebarton Oval with Olympic, and that's at Thebarton. That's going to be alternative weeks there. So Thebarton Oval will be getting a good workout there, and also Western District Toros from Pennington Oval at Pennington. Now, looking at how pardon me, the teams finished last year. Of course, we had NAB, as I said, was a thorn in the side for quite a lot of sides, including Comets and Noarlunga, as was to some extent Western District Toros. How did you find the league last year?
Yeah, I thought NAB were quite good. I mean, in fact, we almost got a win there at their ground. We were 1-0 up with about 5 minutes to go, and controversial goal, I'd like to say controversial goal at the end for them to get the equaliser, but certainly NAB I thought were very good last year. And I think what didn't go in their favour was probably because of the pitch, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but because of the weather and that the pitch at times was unplayable. So there was a period there during the season where they were about 3 or 4 games behind, so it was really hard to tell where they actually were in the mix, how close they actually were, which as it was at the end they weren't that close, but I think they did actually beat Comets, didn't they, during the season? Did they only tend to beat Comets last year?
Toro, NAB, yeah, I think they did actually. That was it this season or yes, I think it was actually.
I can't be certain, but
yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Was it Toros?
Noarlunga beat.
Oh, that's right. It was because we filmed at that game.
Right, yes,
it was that game that they filmed. Yeah, Noarlunga did beat them because Dougie didn't like us having footage of them having goals kicked against him. So, and I don't blame him either. Now let's have a look at. I'm really a little bit disappointed. I've only got 2 clubs that have sent me their sheets here. So come on, if you want to be promoted, you've got to send us the information. Now with Seaford, we've got. Let's have a look at your ins, and I did mention Rocky Samaja. Love his style of play, and I think playing for Cumberland last year did nothing but good for him. And I hope he's able to bring that back with Seaford this year. Andrew Dickinson from Panthers, a midfielder. Gareth Green, a striker from overseas. Steve Hawkins, a midfielder from Southern Knights, amateurs. And Damien Jelfs, a striker from Toros. But you're losing Kalkanis, Rooney and Powell.
Yeah, look, big losses, but I think the ins are going to add a lot of quality. Andrew Dickinson, his dad is Dave Dickinson, former Bob Telfer State League medal winner, and I believe a life member of the club, absolutely passionate about the club. For an 18-year-old, he is so composed on the ball. I think he's going to add a lot of value. I don't know how many games he played for the first team last year at Panthers, but believe you me, he will get a lot of attention this year from other teams. They'll be quite interested in him. And obviously Rocky being a massive in. Gareth Green has been at the club on and off for a good period of time, and hopefully he can score a few goals this year. Steve Hawkins, another good player in the midfield, had a stint in the amateurs last year, and hopefully he can do a job for us this year. I've got faith in him, so I think he can do it. And Jelfs has been training well as well. So all the ins have been training the house down. I think hopefully they can add some value in the start of the season. So
out of your experienced players and the players that you've retained.